On March 25, 2024, a deputy from the Crawford County Sheriff's Department received information that there was a male going around town running over street signs with his truck and then stealing them. The deputy called the suspect and he agreed to meet at a gas station for questioning.
So, I got to talk to you about some road signs, and I want you to be 100% honest with me, alright? So, I guess, let me know what you know.
Any specific signs or anything?
All of them. So what do you know? I mean, what can you tell me? I'm not looking for you to, I guess, tell me everybody that was with you or anything like that. I'm not asking you to rat anybody out, but obviously, I don't know what else to say, but
I heard that some had been taken because one of my buddy's brothers is on the village board.
okay. One of your buddy's brothers is on the village board. Who's that?
It would be
Oh,
pretty good friends.
yeah,
with
his brother, Christopher. He's on the township board, yeah. So, okay, so do you have any signs? No? What about knocking them over and knocking them down? And I'm going to tell you, be honest with me, because I already know. Don't lie.
Try not to beat up on my truck too much.
I understand that, but I have pictures and video. So, that's why I need you to be honest with me. Yeah. Kind of puts you in a tight spot, but I didn't just call you for nothing. I didn't just like guess in my head, oh, let me give Reed a call out of anybody. Like, there's a reason. That's why I'm saying I need you to be upfront and honest with me and let me know. Is there any marks on the front of your truck or damage on your brush guard at all?
Shouldn't be.
Nothing. I'm also going to need your insurance information, because anytime a sign's hit, it turns into a reportable crash per se. So I have to document that. So I guess let's just roll it back, and why don't you let me know? I mean, you can tell me who was with you if you want. I'm not going to force you to be like, yeah, these 4 or 5 people, or these 3 or these 2 or anything like that, because I get it, they're probably your buddies. But yeah, we need to talk about the signs that you've hit with your truck and ran over. That's what we need to talk about. Make sense?
Okay.
So can you tell me, start from whatever, how many signs you think, where you remember them being at?
The stop sign at the end of the road I live on.
The stop sign at your road?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the turn sign.
The turn sign. Is your stop sign knocked down on Lang's Drive right now?
No,
or
it's
is
back
it
up.
When did you knock that one down?
A couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay. The one on the corner's down right now.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you drive over that one?
This weekend.
This weekend. What other ones did you drive over this weekend?
This weekend. Can't think of any other ones.
There was other ones. So where did you all guys drive to?
Just kind of driving around on the back roads between Wazeeka and Prairie.
Right. Where else can you think of? Because I know it's more than those 2.
I can't think of the road name or anything, but it's back by Gray.
What was back there for a sign?
Stop sign.
Stop sign. Where else?
That I don't think I ran any of them besides that.
Where'd you guys all drive to? I mean, did you start at your house? Did you start at another buddy's house and go from there? I mean,
Another buddy's house.
okay. So what road is that on that other buddy lives on?
Back off of
Dutch Ridge. Any down on Dutch Ridge?
On Dutch Ridge.
Or leaving his house after you guys left there? Where'd you first? Okay. Took Little Bush sign? The sign or the stop sign?
The stop sign.
When did that happen?
That would have been 2 weeks ago.
Okay, where's that stop sign at?
I'm not entirely sure.
Huh?
I'm not entirely sure.
I'm gonna need that back. So you need to talk to whoever was with you or whatnot. I mean, obviously if they don't want involved or not, but we need signs back that have been taken. You can't just
round them all up and get them back.
Huh?
Said pretty much round them all up and get them back.
Right. What other ones are there?
I think it was a few stop signs and like a cattle crossing sign.
Okay. You remember what roads those were off over on?
Stop signs?
How many do you think there are? 5? 10?
5 maybe.
5? Okay. What about Burgess Lane and other road name signs? Any of those?
Burgess Lane.
Not that one that's off County Inn. I'm just thinking of other ones around there. Nothing.
Any actual road signs?
Mostly stop signs and...
Stop signs.
Okay. So you knocked a stop sign over on Lang's. That was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
The one on the corner was this weekend. You remember what night that was?
Friday.
So the one down on Grand Gray, Friday night, that stop sign, you drove over that one. What other signs do you remember running over or knocking down the posts? The stop sign at Geitz Hill and Grand Gray. That stop sign was taken. So that's where Grand Gray's here and the hill comes down. You took that stop sign off there. Do you have that? Do you have any of them?
I have
One of them? Are they just up at the house? Is it just one stop sign that you have?
I got a few.
Okay.
I was holding a few of them for my buddies and I haven't gotten them yet.
Okay. So I need your insurance. I'm gonna take a picture of that. I'm gonna look at the front of the truck to see if there's anything up there. Are we go up to your house now and get those?
Yeah.
Are they in a shed or a barn or something?
Yeah.
Or okay. Your insurance is right there. I'll just take a picture of it because I need that real quick for information. Here you go. That's back to you. That's current and valid. I figured you'd have insurance on the truck. Okay. Think about any more signs you can think of, but no, because I think he just knocks them down and then they come right over there. There is a scuff on there a little bit, but it's old. It's got rust on it. No, me neither. A couple marks. Yeah, just take them all if you can. So, I'm trying to think of anything else here. I see a couple marks on the brush guard, but they got rust on them, so they're older. So between this weekend and a couple weeks ago, any other times or signs that you guys have? No? Okay. I'd like to go up to your house and get the ones we have now. So Friday night you hit the corner one by your house, the one on Grand Gray, the stop sign down there. Do you remember any other signs Friday night?
That's when we took the cattle crossing sign.
Where was that at?
Up on Irish Ridge and Vineyard.
Okay.
Where the measures are.
Okay. Basically, the more of the signs I get back, the least it's going to cost you. Because it costs them money to replace every single sign, every post, every whatever. One sign, like let's just say that stop sign and post that you knocked over down on Grand Gray, the sign's dented up, whatever. That sign alone is $300 and some to replace the post, the sign, and all the stuff. So you add up a few of those. I mean, obviously it doesn't take long. and the signs aren't free, and it costs the township money to replace them. All right. I don't know if that one buddy was with you, but it's an issue, and obviously his brother has to deal with it being on the town board, and that money comes from them and their tax money, your tax money, your mom's tax money. They got to repay for signs because people want to knock them over and steal them and shit. I do have to do an accident form, so I will have to do one for the sign up on the corner from Friday night, the sign down on Grand Gray for Friday night, and then you'll be getting tickets based on those as well. I have to ask you for the accident form because I have to fill out who was the driver, who were the passengers, and things like that. So it's your truck, you're driving the truck that night. I'm going to ask you, was anybody a passenger with you, or did you have passengers or not? I'll leave that up to you right now, but should I put passengers in there or put you by yourself? Okay. Perfect. Obviously they'll know from you kind of what's there. We'll go up to your house now and get what you got up there for signs. Take those back, because I'm hoping if I can give them to the highway department in the township, at least they can maybe replace them, and you don't have to pay for a bunch of signs and stuff because they're not worth the money. Any signs that your friends have and you can get back from them, get them back, because it's going to save in the long run, and I will meet up with you, pick them up here, pick them, whatever works. Okay? So let's run up there now, and then we'll meet back with you up there. We'll just follow you up.
I just gotta grab a photo of the sun and stuff quick read, okay?
Watch out. Where are you at? Back behind that? I'll try to just put them in the back of Brad's car, like in the back seat would be the best spot probably. 4 stop signs? Okay. Any other ones? Brad can just take them to in here that you have or don't have. You said your buddies have some around. Try to get them from them. I'm guessing they're just hanging them up and doing whatever, which I get it. We've all done dumb shit before, but it starts to add up, and like I said, it starts to cost quite a bit of money and shit. So, and yeah, so I don't know who was all with you. Like I said, I'm not going to ask you to rat them out. I'll fill out what I need to. Probably just have to mail the stuff here, or I can try to get it to you in person, whatever works. I don't know. Tell your mom whatever you want. You're grown up at this point. Anything for me, or questions, or just curiosity of anything?
Beyond just like the ticket, or like what all am I looking at for the tickets?
It's going to be expensive. All right. So I know for a fact, like I said, the sign down at Grand Gray and North Irish Ridge, or Irish Ridge and Grand Gray, is $300 and some bucks. You'll be having to pay for that. You're going to have to pay for this corner sign out here and replacing the post on that. You'll have to pay for the one at Lang's Drive as far as them putting post in and doing whatever, because they have, worksheet orders on all those ones they have to repair, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm not looking to stick you with other ones that I don't know about. But I'm not lying. We do have video and camera. We put game cameras up at places, and I got your truck on there running the sign over. I'm not going to tell you which sign it was and where it was at, but I have a picture of your truck, your tail lights, license plate. Knew it was a Dodge right away. The license plate obviously helps out there. We also had a witness say that they thought it was a Dodge truck a couple weeks ago that they saw driving away from one of them. So that's how that stuff all kind of pinned together and do our job and figure things out. I'm trying to think of what else, if anything. But yeah, that's what we got. So I'm going to try to get all the signs back from you I can and get to them so it costs less. You'll have to pay for those 3 for sure. I don't know what other things they're going to request. The township gets billed, and I don't know what the county's billed the township as of the last couple weeks. So like the Guides Hill sign, yeah, if they get the stop sign back, it's fine. But they still had to pay the highway department to put a new one up and go out there and take a half hour to bolt a new one on and whatever that takes. So tickets. So basically when you crashed into that stop sign and knocked it down and drove away, it's a hit and run. It's failure to notify police of an accident. You're operating on the wrong side of the road, left of the center line. there's quite a few things on top of that. So
What kind of like points off of my license would those?
I'll tell you this right now, failure to notify police of an accident, 6. That's half of them.
Yeah.
Hit and run to the highway, 4. So there's 10 out of 12.
I think I have 4 on it right now. So pretty much I'm
So you're screwed.
looking at a.
What for? What'd you lose them for already?
I got a speeding ticket in October.
Right. So you're honest with me a little bit after I basically told you you're kind of screwed. We got it on video and camera and whatever. And like I said, I'm not looking for you to throw friends under the bus. I get how that goes. But there's a lot of people pissed off that these signs have been coming up missing and damaged. The guys at the highway shop that got to fix them every other week. The township guys that got to keep paying for them and then telling people in the township, well, we spent $15,000 on signs this year. Some of them get damaged, honestly, but some of them don't. I know you drive up and down County and as well as I do, there's signs with bullet holes in them everywhere, right? And that's about to stop too, because I'm kind of getting sick of people just damaging this stuff regardless. And there's a few signs with houses behind them. Someday a stray bullet's going to end up in somebody's house. And I'm not saying that you guys are responsible for that, but it goes hand in hand. It just adds to the problem. So, like I said, get in touch with me. That phone number I called you off of is my work phone. If you get some signs rounded up, I don't care if they're street signs, stop sign, the cattle crossing sign I'm going to want back. That's not in this bunch. So wherever that is, we need to know. I'm sure if Christopher's part of it, his brother's not going to be happy because it causes him problems to deal with at the township stuff too. And basically it ends here going forward. So there'll be a couple tickets. There'll be the crash thing. You know, like I said, I'm going to try to get you to pay for some of them signs, but I also understand that I'm not taking you to jail or anything. It is criminal damage to property in the long grand scheme of things, and if it gets over $2,000, you can be charged as a misdemeanor and you can go to jail for it. So we would be close to that. It would be borderline. I'm not going to take you to jail. I'm just going to do the ticket route and be done with it. But it needs to end, and people need to understand that just can't get away with it. You know, maybe it has been happening and getting away with it at times, but it gets old. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Get me as many signs as you can so we can get them back to the county, so it costs less money for them to piss around with and deal with. Those 3 that we just talked about, you'll be charged a restitution. It'll be on the ticket. I don't know. We'll see. I could write you a ticket for every sign. I could write a meddling to property, and basically it's a county ordinance, destruction/meddling of property, which means basically messing with any property that's not yours. And I could charge you for every stop sign here, every sign you hit, there could be 7 tickets just for that. I don't believe I'm going to do that right now. I need to talk to my lieutenant, let him know, and then there'll probably be a news release when it's all said and done too. Your name's going to be on it, it's going to be on Facebook, and it's going to be in the newspaper, and it's going to say all the stuff, which sometimes that's the worst part because people don't want everybody reading that crap. But I don't have any say over whether that gets posted or not. The bosses post that. I just know that based off of the phone calls and the fuss and the mess that this has caused, they'll be posting it because they're going to want to let people know that we caught at least somebody who's involved with it, and I don't get to stop them from that.
Yeah.
We don't make that decision. So
What is the time period if you get your license suspended from points?
So there's different rules for that. Sometimes you can take a traffic course at the tech, and then that gives you some points back, and you're good to go there. Otherwise, it could be 6 months, could be a year, could be 30 days. It really just depends. I don't know if you're habitual. That's what they'll call you, as a habitual traffic offender, meaning you got so many things you lost your points. Usually you can take 1 traffic school, and that gets you like 3 points back, and then they try to work with you. It's not, it's a little easier that way than if you lost it for OWI or for something. And we won't even get into the aspect of that, but I'm sure there was some stuff going on helping the decisions be poorly made. So we just got to be smarter and do things a little bit better. Like I said, we've all been there before. I get it, but sometimes you got to go, this is stupid, enough's enough. We're doing these other things, let's not add to the mess. So I can't answer that for the license right now, but I'll mail the tickets here, the stuff here. I'll fill out the traffic thing. If I need to give you anything else for information, I will. You got my phone number, so if you collect a few of those things, I work this next weekend, Friday and Sunday, so get them as soon as you can. I don't know what your work schedule is like or how that goes, but Monday through Friday. So get on the horn, get a hold of your friends that you know have them and whatever, and say, I helped you guys out by not throwing names out there. Get me this shit back, because we need to square it away. You know, that's the least they could do for you for not throwing a bunch of other people under the bus. Because they could technically be charged with party to a crime. They could be charged with the signs too. Maybe if you have some decent friends, they'll help pay for a couple of them if you get a ticket or something. Maybe they won't. I don't know. I can't speak for that. I guess you'll find out who your friends are moving forward a little bit. But so I got nothing else. I'm going to get out of your hair. You're good to go. I don't have anything. If you have questions, let me know, and I'll try to answer it the best I can. Like I said, shouldn't have took too long today. Try to make it as easy as I can, but it is what it is. We'll get those back. Get whatever other ones you can. Let me know. If you want me to meet you here, fine. If you want me to meet you somewhere else, I'm fine with that too. So whatever works for you. Thank you. Get them where they need to go. All these have a court date of May 20th, like I said. So I'll just go over them real quick. That's for failure to notify police of an accident. Okay. These ones aren't showing any points on the top, so I don't know. I thought that they were point violations. But
I was looking at that one specifically, and it was something about if it's a vehicle, it's different points than if it's property or something like that.
And it wasn't a vehicle, so it was down as property. So this one shows no points, no points. Left of Shenner does show 4. So I don't know. Like I said, and a lot of times you can take a class and they'll give you like 3 back or something. So maybe you'll skate by with just enough. So these are all doubled up. So one is for damaging property and meddling with property, and then that's what's requested for the highway department for the signs up here that were done. And then this would be the other ticket with it. So if you look at it, the location is Langs Drive, County N, Langs Drive, County N. So one's for theft and one's for damage. That's those ones. Then this one is for the one at Wilderness and Vineyard. That's the cost to fix that post and sign at the PDC. And then one is for damage and meddling with property, and one is for theft and moving property. And then so that's how they're all doubled up. So you got the city, the county, the township of Prairie du Chien, which is the cattle sign. That's only 184 because they have the sign back, and they just have to do labor, time, and material to put it back up. Meddling, destruction of property, and then theft and taking of the property, and then the other one is for the Wazeeka Township signs at Grand Gray and whatever. Geitz Hill, Grand Gray, Bush Hollow, all them. So like I said, it's just 2 for every township or municipality. It's not 1 for every single individual sign, which would have been like 14 or 15 tickets total, and it would have ended up being $8,000 instead of whatever. So those are the ones. They all have the same court dates at the top. None of the sign ones have anything to do with your license or anything because they're municipal citations.
Are any of
through the
those
county.
like misdemeanor charges, or is it all just
None of them,
tickets?
all just tickets. So like I said, it could have been a misdemeanor crime because of the monetary amount. But with you getting the signs back, being honest with me, taking through the case of it, you're 20 years old. I don't want you to have a crime on your record for job purposes down the road. So financially, it's going to be a hit. Like I said, it was like $5,800, but none of them are crimes. They're all tickets. So that helps a little, even though it's going to take you a while to pay or do whatever. But if you need to set up a payment plan, you can probably do that at that court date and time. Usually if you show up, she may just say, like, do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. No contest just means, you're not arguing it, but you're not saying you're guilty and you're not saying you're not guilty. And then she usually would ask, like, what do you, are looking for a payment plan, or what are you looking to do? And then they set that up at the court. And you could pay, she has to approve it, she being the judge. But people have done $100 a month, some do $400, some do it just depends on your finances and what you can pay. Sometimes she asks for like a lump sum down ahead of time, and sometimes not. But I'll get this, one of these stop signs will go back to the city, and then the other ones will go to the county highway department, and then they'll go from there. So, any questions? All right, everything on my end from here on out should be done. I just got to get them signs back, My report's basically done. Your tickets are done. There'll be no more from that, so get that squared away and you're good to go.
All right.
Anything else?
That's all.
Thank you. Quit running
you.
signs over, hopefully, because it's caused a lot of people a lot of pain. So,
Yeah.
and like I said, I'm sure you guys aren't the only ones, but I guess you're the ones that got caught on it. So, and hopefully your buddies maybe help you out with some of that. I don't know. I'm sure you've talked to a few of them, but hopefully they help with something. Don't leave you hanging. Thanks. See ya.
The suspect was found guilty for failure to notify police of an accident, operating left of center, hit and run, 3 counts of theft-movable property, and 5 counts of criminal damage to property. He was ordered to pay over $4,400 in fines and restitution.